Viewers, a very busy day news-wise today. There have been some big stories and I hope to cover at least two of those on India Upfront tonight. Viewers, let me begin by posing a question that sounds more like a generality. Are Hindus entitled to respect in this country or not? Hindus may be in the majority in this country. They may be pacifists, but they certainly aren't devoid of pride. They deserve to be treated with dignity, a little bit, a modicum of respect. Their sentiments, viewers, matter. But time and again, Hindus find that they're taken for granted. They find themselves at the receiving end of derision or plain contempt. Today, the Aam Aadmi Party appointed a former minister in the Delhi cabinet to lead their campaign for the highly prestigious Delhi municipal elections. Now, you will ask, what's wrong with that? It's, after all, entirely the Aam Aadmi Party's prerogative to pick who their star campaigner will be for this very crucial battle to govern Delhi. That's absolutely right, viewers. But what if I told you that the ex-minister recently quit under a cloud of controversy after he was caught on tape participating in a massive conversion ceremony and was seen administering an oath where he was encouraging followers to stop, quote, worship of Hindu gods like Gauri and Ganpati, unquote, and renounce Hinduism, which he claimed was, I quote, harmful to humanity, unquote. Now, viewers, what would you call a person who goes out of his way to call one particular religion harmful to humanity? Would you say that person is a very tolerant person? Would you see that person as a very balanced person? Or would you, viewers, say that the person is an agent provocateur, is obviously bigoted? Even after he was forced to quit under public pressure, this man, this star campaigner that you're seeing on your screens, to the right of your screens, viewers, continued to not only heap scorn, but also continued to malign the Hindu community, saying, and let me quote him, Hindus will remain majority for only a few more years. Hindus strike fear in people's hearts, create chaos, unquote. He is generalizing, viewers. Absolutely generalizing. All Hindus create chaos, they spread fear. All Hindus, including you, that means, viewers, are hate mongers. Don't like anyone else except for fellow Hindus. This is palpably absurd. It is contemptuous. It is ultra offensive. Now, viewers, of course, Mr. Gautam isn't the only politician in recent times to mock Hindu sentiments. Neither is he the only one to have found himself seemingly promoted. Let me give you a few examples of other worthies. Excuse the pun. Let's talk a little bit about, of course, Rajendra Pal Gautam, the AAP MLA and the former minister, who, of course, called Hinduism harmful to humanity and said that Hindus will soon become a minority. But viewers, beyond that, let's talk about Gopal Italia of the Aam Aadmi Party. He said temples are dens for exploitation of women. Now, catch Mr. Italia saying this about the places of worship of any other religion. They will be absolutely silent. Why, viewers, is it easy to say this about the Hindu faith and their adherents? Because Hindus are inherently pacifist. They are not a threat to anyone. there isn't even a concept of blasphemy. But viewers, there are laws in this country that restrict your freedom of speech when it comes to religious matters. You can't be offending the sensitivities of another faith. You can't be demeaning another faith. There are many provisions under the IPC. Then viewers, there is Satish Jharkholi, a Congress MLA, who recently said, and in fact he is the Karnataka acting chief of the Congress in that state. He said the meaning of the word Hindu is a very dirty one. There are many other things he said. Viewers, ironically, and let's get back to Mr. Gautam. Ironically, Mr. Gautam has been promoted in a party that claims to champion Hindu causes. And let me talk a little bit about what this party has said about Hindus and their advocacy for Hindus. He came back with a resounding verdict and he visited the Hanuman Mandir after his second term in, and there you can see him. In February 2020, when asked about Hanuman Bhakti, he recited the Hanuman Chalisa, saying that he is a firm believer. 10th March 2021, I'm both a Hanuman Bhakt and a Ram Bhakt, he said. Delhi government follows 10 principles of Ram Rajya. Certainly, viewers, one of them can't be to project a person who abuses Hindus and their gods as a star campaigner. Or is that now part of Ram Rajya? I don't know. Maybe it is, viewers. Maybe in the new book that they have written, you can be a Ram Bhakt and abuse Ram and deride the entire faith. Maybe it is. Maybe they take the tolerance embedded in the Hindu tradition extremely seriously at face value. In November 2021, Kejriwal's Diwali Puja was in a replica of Ayodhya Mandir in New Delhi. On October 2022, Kejriwal demands the photo of Ganesh Lakshmi to be placed on the currency, saying that is going to boost our economy. Viewers, when it comes to sending out a message, the Aam Aadmi Party appropriates the Hindu faith. But when it comes, viewers, to winning elections, they don't mind putting, viewers, the most important aspect of an election, which is, viewers, their interests first. Is that what we are seeing here? And let's open this up. Let's open this up because we still haven't had a reaction from the Aam Aadmi Party as to why they have gone ahead and done what they have done, which is make Mr. Gautam, who I've now introduced you to, viewers, the campaign face of their party. So let me first begin with Dr. Akash Muni, very eloquent supporter of the Aam Aadmi Party. Dr. Muni, would you say today down the Hindu community by projecting this gentleman who has been variously called a Hindu baiter, who has been questioned by the police, has a case filed against him, to lead their campaign?
See, Rahul, there are 2-3 points I want to make. First of all, the Rajendra Pal Gautam, who made some very uncalled for remarks against the Hindu community during an interview to The Wire, which is uncalled for, and there can be no excuse for that. But after that, he apologized on the same, and he said that this was not what he meant to speak, which is why he had to give up his ministerial berth. And if the party would have supported him in what he said against Hinduism, they would not have accepted his resignation. They have accepted it. It means that the party does not support loudmouths when people like Rajendra Pal Gautam, when they say something against a particular community, especially Hinduism. But of course, after his apology, he has been given a responsibility by party to be a campaigner for garbage disposal in MCD elections, and he'll take it to the masses. And this is which is nothing related, and he's not getting any position. And if BJP thinks that no, this is less, he should be removed from the party, then I want to ask BJP that has they removed Uttarakhand BJP MLA Bansidhar Bhagat, who spoke against the Hindu community and Hindu gods and goddesses? I want to ask that have they taken action against BJP UP Vice President Dayashankar Singh's remarks against what he said against ex-Chief Minister? Have they taken action against BJP Unnao MP who spoke about Nathuram Godse to be a martyr? If they agree with them, they should tell it. And have they taken action against Sadhvi Niranjan Jyoti? And what she said, the slang she used, I cannot repeat it in national television. So, if they want to ask, I personally don't support what Rajendra Pal Gautam said. But he has apologized, and I think we should move on and give a chance. If he does it again, he should be removed from the party.
Okay. So 1 second. Dr. Muni, look, politics is all about perceptions. You'd agree, would you not? It's about perceptions. So just perceptorially, do you think you should be elevating a person who has just quit a few days ago, right? About a month ago, under a cloud? He's apologized. Sir, why would you want to do that, especially when you're so conscious, in your own words, about the Hindu community's sentiments? I'm only asking you this question. Now, surely it's not your case that two wrongs make a right. Yes, the BJP might have all the people that you claim they have in their ranks, but you are not the BJP, are you? You are the UP. So I'm only asking you, do you think it's impolitic? Do you think it was a mistake? Do you think someone is taking Hindus for granted? That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for anything else.
Rahul sir, your comments are very appropriate. I totally acknowledge and agree with you but this particular is a responsibility of being a campaigner. If Rajendra Pal Gautam speaks anything about Hindu faith or something he does again, I think and I firmly believe that Aam Aadmi Party will be expelling him from the party, and he has got this message from the central leadership, and that is why he is towing the line, and he has apologized.
Well, now viewers, you see, there is a problem here, because on October 7th, when we heard him as part of this conversion ceremony, he said, renounce Hinduism, which is harmful to humanity. Now viewers, a lot of people will say, what's wrong? He was only reciting the oaths that are usually taken during these conversion ceremonies, and oaths that were in fact written by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So that was said then. Yet this gentleman, after he was criticized, the AAP was criticized, decides to quit. But then viewers, he comes out again, November 6th, and he says, Hindus will remain a majority for only a few years. Hindus strike fear in people's hearts, create chaos. This is, that Hindu terror playbook, viewers, which we have seen being used in the past also. This is a straight extract from there. Now, I don't know if Mr. Gautam truly believed this. Is November 6th, viewers, just about a few days ago. I don't remember him apologizing for this. So he's already become a repeat offender. So Mr. Muni's research is slightly off cue, but nonetheless, let me get the BJP into this, because the BJP is being asked the question. You're also morally elastic, Mr. Sirsa says, Dr. Akash Muni, on certain issues. If you don't take action against your own, who are you to demand action against or demand that this person is not projected, Mr. Pal, Rajendra Pal Gautam is not projected as a vote catcher for the Aam Aadmi Party?
Rahul, first of all, you would appreciate one thing कि आम आदमी पार्टी ने अपना स्पोक्स पर्सन इस इशू पे भेजने से इनकार किया ऑन ऑल टीवी चैनल्स, नॉट ऑन यूर जस्ट ऑन ऑल टीवी चैनल्स. इसी का कारण है कि आज उनके सपोर्टर के नाम से टीवी चैनल पर उनका पक्ष रखने के लिए मिस्टर आकाश इज देयर. सो दे आर अनेबल टू डिफेंड राजेंद्र पाल गौतम, और दे डू नॉट वांट हिम टू डिफेंड, और एट द सेम टाइम दे डू नॉट वांट to defend what Gautam has not said. In fact, what he has said, they are with him. Reason being, as you very well said, on 6th of November, the statement came by Rajendra Pal Gautam saying कि ये सब लोग तो आप देख लेना और 4 साल में इतने करोड़ लोग हिंदू धर्म से इसमें चले जाएंगे. Whatsoever, I do not want to get into that words. But the crux of the story is that he's again continue doing a job which he was not supposed to do after taking an oath. He's again said कि मैं तो हिंदू धर्म के देवी, हिंदू धर्म के राम हो, कृष्ण हो. Though I am a Sikh, I am a practicing Sikh, I am a staunch follower of Guru Granth Sahib Maharaj, my all lives in Guru Granth Sahib. I can say whatever word I want to say about my religion, मैं उनके बारे में बोलूं, गुरु साहिबानों के बारे में बोलूं, but I have no right in the name of freedom of speech कि मैं किसी के धर्म के बारे में बुरा बोलूं या मैं कहूं कि मैं इसको नहीं मानता. आप किसको नहीं मानते, nobody cares about that, but everybody has a hurt, और सबका अपना भगवान है और आप सबका अपना विश्वास है, उसके अंदर अटूट विश्वास है. And you cannot do this in spite of second interview given by Rajendra Pal Gautam where he categorically said कि मैं इसको करूंगा, and by some year, I don't remember exactly, by 2030 whatever he said, इतने करोड़ लोग जो हैं और हिंदू से बुद्धिस्ट बन जाएंगे, हिंदू धर्म मिनॉरिटी में आ जाएगा. अब what they've said, they said he is our star campaigner. So what is the meaning of star campaigner? कि हमारा ये प्रमुख चेहरा होगा, ये हमारी फिलॉसफी को, हमारी आइडियोलॉजी को लोगों में लेके जाएगा, उसके लिए हमारे लिए वोट गार्नर करेगा. So how will Rajendra Pal garner vote? Rajendra Pal वोट कैसे लेके आएगा? By saying this कि हम श्री राम को, श्री कृष्ण को, विष्णु ब्रह्मा महेश को भगवान नहीं मानते, हम इसकी शपथ करते हैं. तो वो तो अपने स्टैंड पर अभी भी क्लियर है. आम आदमी पार्टी को यह बताना अब जरूरी है कि राजेंद्र पाल गौतम को क्या आपने इसलिए अपना स्टार प्रचारक बनाया ताकि वो लोगों में जाकर ये बता सके कि हम जल्दी हिंदू धर्म को मिनॉरिटी में ले आएंगे. ये जवाब अब कोई और से, राजेंद्र पाल गौतम से मांगने का तो कोई अधिकार ही नहीं किसी को, क्योंकि उसने तो अपने स्टाफ को क्लैरिफाई कर दिया.
Let me ask that question. Let me ask one second, Mr. Punala. One second. I also want to bring in Sunanda Vashish ji. I want to bring in Ratan Sharja ji. I also want to bring in, of course, Dr. Suman C. Raman. Dr. Raman, you've just heard the BJP spokesperson. He believes that there is an attempt to consolidate votes beyond the Hindu community, and therefore perhaps this is being done. And, you know, in my hand is this, there you can see it, viewers. He is, in fact, after Mr. Kejriwal, Sisodia, Bhagwant Mann, Gopal Rai, Sanjay Singh, Mr. Gehlot, Imran Hussain, and he comes in, viewers, right there in the list. And he is being held up as an individual who is going to be a star campaigner. So what do you make of this, Mr. Raman? Should he be projected by a party that goes around saying that, look, we chant the Hanuman Chalisa and Lord Hanuman is here? Or is this all poll play? The Aam Aadmi Party wants to be pro-Hindutva when it wants to be pro-Hindutva or Hindu or whatever it is, that soft Hindutva, whatever epithets have been used or, you know, tags have been used to define them. Is it all just a matter of convenience for them? They have no conviction. It's only about convenience. Doctor.
Rahul, just first of all, a few corrections. You started the show by saying Rajendra Pal Gautam will lead the campaign. He is not leading any campaign. He is one among 30 people who have been named as star campaign. So let's be very clear on this. This is not like Aam Aadmi Party has said Rajendra Pal Gautam will be the face of the party for the NCD election. There are 30 people in that list and he is one among 30. Second, I think it also reflects the confidence that Aam Aadmi Party has in the people of Delhi that they believe that their work which has been done on the ground will stand more than the attempts to portray them as anti-Hindu. So eventually, their people have reposed faith repeatedly in Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, and they believe that the work that they have done, which they keep talking about on a daily basis, will actually carry much greater conviction with the voter than what Mr. Rajendra Pal Gautam said. What he said was unacceptable. There are no two opinions on that. But having said that, the man resigned his post as a minister. His resignation was accepted. The man apologized for his statement. So I think that beyond that, the Aam Aadmi Party believes that within Delhi, at least within the confines of his constituency and the nearby areas, the man would have enough clout to possibly not be misunderstood by the voters in that area.
Right.
I think that by keeping him in the list, the Aam Aadmi Party is actually showing how confident it is of the
how confident they are.
Polls.
So tomorrow, viewers, if Kapil Sharma is included in the list of star campaigners, lead campaigners, call them what you want to, I want to see Dr. Suman C. Raman coming out and saying, Kapil Mishra rather, if Kapil Mishra is one of the star campaigners for the BJP, I want to see what Dr. Suman C. Raman will say about
it is the
that.
party's
No, one
choice.
second. Doctor, one second.
It is the party's
No,
choice.
doctor, 1 second, please. I'm just posing a rhetorical question, not expecting an answer. I'm sure you will say it's the party.
Sadhvi Pragya sitting in parliament.
Right. So that
what
means
could be a bigger statement than that?
That means, doctor, that means you are very clear that the BJP is very confident that whether you have Sadhvi Pragya or you have Nathuram Godse himself sitting as an MP in your parliament, people will only go by my work. They won't care about who I'm putting there, right? That's what you're saying?
People vote for Mr. Narendra Modi. I don't think they voted for Sadhvi Pragya.
So it's okay. Let's put all the hate mongers.
They voted for her.
Okay.
Because of him.
Now, viewers, you heard the acrobatics. You have seen the acrobatics that Dr. Raman does.
There's no acrobatics.
To prop up his team. To prop up his team.
Crystal clear.
Fair enough. So next time we sit on this debate and you ever say Kapil Mishra or Sadhvi Pragya are this and that, I'll just say, hey, they apologized. They've come out and said. They've come out and said.
When did Kapil Mishra apologize?
One second.
When did Kapil Mishra apologize?
I am saying, sir, that they
when did Kapil Mishra resign any post?
Dr. Raman.
When did he apologize? When did he resign? This man resigned as minister.
I will hold you to these sentiments of yours.
Certainly.
That's all.
Certainly.
And you will say, it doesn't matter.
Provided
the BJP has done excellent work. The BJP has done excellent work, and the people will judge them on their work, not on their hate mongers and this, that, say. Okay, fair enough.
Let them resign. Let them resign.
Okay, doctor, I've understood. It's fine. Tomorrow, if Nupur Sharma is put on the ballot box, then I want to see Dr. Suman C. Raman saying, oh, it doesn't matter. She apologized. She also quit. She was sacked, in fact. It's okay. No problems.
Let
the BJP's work speak. Look at these hypocrites, viewers. Look at these hypocrites. Can you believe it?
You're asking a hypothetical question.
Today we are giving a clean sheet. At least Dr. Muni had the conviction to say, listen, perceptions matter in politics. I certainly don't support this. At least he's had the conviction. And he artfully then said, what about the other side? Which I can still understand, views. But here you have Dr. Raman doing acrobatics here, somersaults. Like he's on one of those Olympic gymnasium floors. You know, where they get graded for 3 or 4 or 6 somersaults within 10 seconds. Okay, let me bring in Sunanda Vashesh. Sunanda Vashesh, we've just heard Dr. Suman C. Raman say, it doesn't matter. Field as many people you want. At the end of the day, people will judge you by your work. So, this is an open invite to the BJP to get Nupur Sharma back and use her as, what is it, quote unquote, star campaigner.
Yeah.
Sunanda Vashesh.
Rahul, there are some non-negotiables for any party. Every party has some non-negotiables. I would like you to ask this person who's from AAP, I don't know if he is the representative or if he's a supporter, can anybody in AAP survive if they make an adverse comment against Arvind Kejriwal? Can they survive? This is a non-negotiable for them. We have already seen the litany of careers that have been destroyed because they have, they've stood up to Arvind Kejriwal, who were part of his team. So that is a non-negotiable for them. Why is it that what Rajendra Pal Gautam did is not a non-negotiable? They are able to bring him in through some star campaigner, then they say he's not leading the campaign, but they're rehabilitating him. They're doing all kinds of acrobatics, as you clearly said, because clearly going against Hindus or going against Hindu sentiments is not a non-negotiable for them. Like going against Hindu sentiments is not a non-negotiable for Congress party. They work against it, they put all kinds of, they do all kinds of somersaults, because why would Jagdish Titler be rehabilitated again and again and again? It's not like Congress party does not know how to put people in cold storage. What have they done with Narasimha Rao, a stalwart prime minister? What have they done with Sardar Patel? They completely, put them in cold storage. But Jagdish Titler will not be put in cold storage because Mrs. Gandhi has personal relationships with him, because Mrs. Gandhi does not feel that Jagdish Titler should be punished for any Hindu-Sikh, any anti-Hindu or anti-Sikh sentiment. Similarly, for Aam Aadmi Party, they do not think it's a non-negotiable, and it is important that people understand what it is and people vote them for exactly what it is. Let's not forget, Rahul, this is the same. When you were naming all these things that Arvind Kejriwal did, you forgot to bring about that hyena-like laughter in Delhi Assembly when he was mocking Kashmiri Pandits and the movie that came, and he was mocking the pain of Kashmiri Pandits. How can we forget that? But then he goes on and then he does another stunt next day, and then he says, let's put Lakshmi ji and Ganesh ji on the paper currency. He knows this is exactly stunt politics. He will do it for 12 hours. He will get his headlines for the day, and he will move on. This is a non-negotiable. For attacking Hindus is a non-negotiable for both Congress and Aam Aadmi Party.
Okay, maybe a negotiable. Convenience, not conviction.
It's negotiable. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So convenience, not conviction, drives the AAP model. Let me bring in Ratan Sharda and then Tehseen Poonawala. Both these gentlemen now, pay attention. I want to ask you, Ratan Sharda, the charge is being made. Convenience, not conviction, drives the AAP model. Where do you stand on this, sir? Yes, no?
See, I agree that it is only pure convenience that AAP uses for all its politicking. You have given so many examples of AAP behaving the way it does. It will not dare do anything like this for any other community. And to say he has apologized and all, and I like Sumant Raman's very honest opinion. He's very cynical. He knows that perhaps Hindu can be pacified by offering some freebies, some cheap solution for their dirty Delhi and their horrible condition in Delhi, because they'll be happy with that. They're happy with the economic lot. They don't mind their pride being crushed by these parties. And this, somehow it has become fashionable that to be secular, you need to be anti-Hindu, you need to be Hindu-hating. This comes from very, for long years. If you look at the whether Congress record or whether AAP record, we know how Hindu institutions can be controlled by the government. Our right to education has exemption for the minority institutions, despite Christian institutions being so wonderful, one of the best institutions for the poor and the needy. It doesn't happen. You had communal violence bill, which was withdrawn, which was totally against Hindus. They had the guts to do it. We have education where Hindus cannot have their education institution, their religious institution, their temples in their hand, but other minorities can have, though Article 25 to 30 doesn't exempt this. But we have made into a fashion to somehow insult Hindus. They know that it will run because they can buy Hindu votes, quote unquote, by offering them some wonderful solutions. Mr. Sumant Raman every day rants and raves about DMK's insult, DMK's misbehavior in Tamil Nadu. On what ground can he does it then? Let it be part of the politicking, because DMK is wonderful work. and they need not worry about any social harmony. So we can destroy social harmony. We can insult Hindus because they can be given some cheap solutions, while minorities will not take it grounded.
Let me say.
You're insulting the voter of Delhi.
1 second, doctor. 1 second.
He's insulting the voters of Delhi by saying that they take cheap solutions.
You approved it.
They will vote.
Mr. Raman, you approved it.
Sir, please.
You said
was there easy?
You are insulting the
You said one of the 30. You said one of the 30 is there. Voters will be happy with what they are offering. You said that. You said AAP will sell on their delivery to the Delhi people.
Absolutely,
you said that is one of the 30. How does it matter? You said people will understand it. You not once did you say what he said was wrong and AAP should not have
Dr. Raman, this is a democracy. 1 second, 1 second. Gentlemen. This is a democracy. Doctor, this is a democracy, and if someone thinks that the AAP's offerings are cheap, that is up to him.
Fine, but
then what are you arguing about? Now come on. Now move on, sir. Don't nitpick. Don't nitpick. You've set the tone here. I don't know why the election commission then. I would think that the election commission was really misinformed. Dr. Sumansi Raman should have been the head of the election commission, because let me tell you, viewers, look how sensitive the election commission was. When Anurag Thakur and Parvesh Verma made controversial remarks, and some people said that they were extremely bigoted remarks, the election commission asked the BJP to drop them from their star campaigner list during the Delhi elections. You remember this, viewers? I don't know why they did it, because Dr. Sumansi Raman, as I said, viewers, has given everyone a wide berth tonight. You can keep anyone you want. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, people are not going to judge you by the faces you project or your star campaigners or their probity or lack of it. They'll only judge you by what work you do. So it's okay. Let's get all the hate mongers. Let's get all the, hang on. Let's get all the goons. Let's get all the criminals, terrorists to all sit there and do your campaigning. Fair enough, sir. Listen, you want to drop the standards because you want to accommodate your point of view and give somebody a leg up, that's fine. You're within your rights. But I think people are noticing. 1 minute. Tehseen Poonawalla, let me bring you in. You haven't had a word. Tehseen Poonawalla, first of all, I'm going to still come back to you with the question. Is the AAP's model, as the BJP calls it, based more on the politics of convenience and not conviction? This is a simple, straightforward question to you. After that, we'll get into the part B. Yes.
No, I disagree with what the BJP says. Whatever differences of opinion I have with the Aam Aadmi Party, at least Mr. Gautam apologized for what he said. You may hold it at face value, you may not take it seriously, or as Mr. Sharda said, called Hindus cheap by taking up offers, and that was the word he used, and which is why Dr. Suman rightly objected to it. The fact of the matter is, which I don't agree to, my wife is a Hindu, the fact of the matter is that BJP never even had the decency to apologize for Naresh Agarwal saying filth about Lord Ram, Lord Vishnu on the floor of the House, and Arun Jaitley told your channel that this man should be arrested. The BJP welcomed them. They have not had the shame to apologize for Mahesh Sharma on the floor of the House, said that there is no evidence of Ma Sita being born. The BJP had no shame to apologize. They continued to make him an NT and gave him a certificate. Dilip Ghosh said the most disgusting things about Ma Durga. He continues to be a proud member of the BJP. The most honorable Prime Minister of India, as Prime Minister while campaigning, spoke about Shamshan Kabristan. He's not apologized. And when I made a complaint against the Prime Minister of India to the Election Commission of India for his remarks, and I quote him, "Dangayo ko kapdo se pehchana jata hai." Till now, the most honorable Prime Minister of India, for using language that is communal, insensitive, and wrong, has not apologized to this country, nor has the BJP. You say that Mr. Gautam should not be on the star campaigners list. I agree with you. Why is the most honorable Prime Minister there? Why are these people in the BJP? You cannot have two standards. I'm reminded of that saying, "Chauve chale, chabbe bane, dube ban kar reh gaye." This is what the BJP is all about.
Okay. So Satish Jharkholi. Now, 1 second. So Satish Jharkholi, who says meaning of the word Hindu is very dirty, and he's a Congress senior leader. It's okay to have him lead your campaign. It's okay to also have Rahul Gandhi, who goes and meets a pastor who has had nothing nice to say about Hindus. That's also okay. He can lead your campaign and call himself a Janayudhari, etc., etc. You have several others in your coalition partners. From Mr. A. Raja, 1 second, sir, 1 second. From A. Raja to others who have come out and maligned Hindus, that's all very well. from the little I've understood from what Mr. Poonawalla has said, and correct me if I'm wrong, 2 wrongs make a right. If they've done it, it's okay. At least we've had the gumption to say this and, trying to sort of sugarcoat that. But it's okay, we are slightly cleaner because we managed to inject a little bit of this and that. Is that what you're saying, Mr. Poonawalla, tonight? It's okay.
I am taking your position that Rahul Gandhi, Arvind Kejriwal. No,
Poonawalla ji, I'm only asking you. Do 2 wrongs make a right? It's very simple. I'm not getting into. I began by asking Sirsa Saab. So I'm only asking you. 2 wrongs make a right?
If you think that.
So as far as their
I'll tell you something. I don't think 2 wrongs make a right.
I'm going to be interrupted by Mr. Sirsa, and I can't answer it.
I certainly don't believe that 2 wrongs make a right. So if you hold that opinion, tell us.
Rahul here is not just 2 wrongs, but in fact if they are...
1 second, let him finish. Mr. Poonawalla, quick rebuttal. Yes.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
Manual scavenging is a spiritual experience, right? The current Prime Minister of India. The day he apologizes, I promise you on your TV show, I will say Rahul Gandhi and Arvind Kejriwal.
So what I've understood is 2 wrongs make a right. Jab tak wo nahi karenge, we'll continue our way and we won't. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Mr. Poonawalla, it's your right to have your point of view. I can't stop you from having your point of view. However morally elastic you may choose to make it. That's your prerogative. It's okay. One quick response. 1 second, sir. Quick response from Mr. Sirsa, and then I need to move on to a very important story, viewers.
राहुल, very importantly, अब आम आदमी पार्टी और कांग्रेस ने दोनों ने एक बात तो मान ली कि वो तो गलत हैं, उन्होंने तो पाप किया है, बस उनका ये कहना है कि बीजेपी ने भी ऐसा किया था, ऐसा उनका मानना है। पर ये वो मान चुके हैं कि वो तो गलत कर रहे हैं, वो तो पाप कर रहे हैं, और ये पाप को वो करते रहेंगे। ना तो वो छोड़ेंगे राजेंद्र पाल गौतम को, ना तो ये छोड़ेंगे उस पास्टर को या जगदीश टाइटलर को। ये तो दोनों ने मान लिया है। पर मुझे इस बात की खुशी है कि नेशनल चैनल आपके टीवी के ऊपर आज टाइम्स नाउ पे लोगों ने एक बात ये सुनी, अपने कानों से सुनी, कि ये लोग अपने उन लोगों को बदलने को तैयार नहीं है जो किसी भी धर्म के खिलाफ अपना जहर उगलते हैं और ये कहते हैं कि हम राम को, श्री कृष्ण को, विष्णु वर्मा महेश को भगवान मानने को तैयार नहीं है। ये भगवान नहीं है, हम कसम खाते हैं, पर ये भी कसम खाते हैं हम उनको छोड़ेंगे नहीं। और दूसरी तरफ कांग्रेस बोलती है कि हम जगदीश टाइटलर और पास्टर को नहीं छोड़ सकते क्योंकि हमने गलत तो किया है, लेकिन बीजेपी ने भी ऐसा गलत किया पास में, इसलिए हम तो करेंगे। तो ये तो मानते हैं कि ये तो चोर कलरगे।
Unfortunately, standards have fallen so low in our political discourse that you have people today, viewers, who have no compunctions about underwriting this convenience. Because they know they can't pick any side in this debate. I would have only said, let's pick one side. That is the side of being right. Get rid of all these hate mongers. Who wants them? I didn't hear that, viewers, from any one of our panelists. And that tells us something. I heard it from the 2 non-aligned ones, Ratan Sharda ji and Sunanda Vashisht, but not from the political players. And that's a bit sad. That's a bit sad.